Hey, everybody. Welcome to Andromeda 7, your celestial gateway, your channel for community support, friendship, love, knowledge, and being of value to others. Welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, it's so good to have you with us. Hello to everybody in chat. And I will swing it over there to Teresa. DM.
She's not there.
Where the hell did you go?
Surprise! No. She did that because I was over here boogieing during the whole thing. I love that music. I love that music.
It's awesome. It's good to be here with everybody. Sorry for last week. It was a rough one for a couple of us, but we're here now, and good to see you all. And we have quite the panel tonight, don't we, Teresa?
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of readers, and it just depends on how many folks show up and how we spread it out. Spread the love is what I say. Spread the love.
We can fill the time.
Well, we do have Linda Brooks in, Truth Seeker. Good to see you both. Beloved Abstract has been in here for a while. And Sloaney just showed up. Hey, Deborah.
Yeah.
Lucky Smith was in here a little while ago. I think he's still hanging out in the background. Good to see you guys. And as people trickle in, while we do the opening announcements and everything, that'll be fine. And I want to say hello to our listeners out there who aren't in the chat room. You're welcome to go to the YouTube channel, go into the live chat, say hi to folks, interact with folks during the show. And if you want a reading, by all means, please come into the chat room and we'll see what we can do. Tonight, we're going to have people put their birth dates in if they want to get a numerology reading along with a tarot card and a crystal reading. And if you don't, and you just want a tarot reading or a regular reading, you don't have to put your birth date in there. But the birth date will be the defining point as to whether or not we toss it over to Alex first when we make the assignments for the card reads. But before we get into all that, welcome back, Desiree Mattingly from All My Creations. Good to see you again.
Hello.
And you brought another friend with you.
Yes.
We're trying to get Brian back in.
Yes.
He's having technical difficulties.
He's being difficult.
He's being difficult. I think it's because he shaved all that hair off his face.
Yeah.
So Grandpa Brian's not a grandpa anymore. He's naked. He's naked. So he was in here, but he's trying to get back in, and I just sent him the link again, so we'll see what happens. But he invited another friend from All My Relations, Sophia Rasmussen. Welcome, Sophia.
Sophia. Thanks for being here.
Hi.
She's an astrologer and a psychic, and will be helping us tonight with the readings. And in the next segment, she'll in a few minutes here, she'll tell us a little bit about herself and what's going on with her. And we just let our hair down and just put it out there, Sophia. No judgment. Everybody's cool.
Yep.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself when the time comes. We'll call on you, and then you'll be able to interact with folks later on as we move on. I wanted to thank our subscribers for participating, sending in remarks, comments, and suggestions for these shows. We really appreciate it. We're up to like 499. It fluctuates with YouTube. But we're almost at that point where we can start putting notifications out on YouTube so we can avoid some of the craziness that happened last week when we had to cancel at the last minute. But more importantly, we can put updates out there about things that are going on in the community, in the Soul Tribe, things going on with different shows, updates that Karen's been making to the websites. We can announce these things and advertise them. on postcards and special requests for prayers and things like that. So if we get a couple more subscribers, we can do that. And so that's what we're aiming for. We're not about making money. We're about information, sharing, knowledge. Okay. So let me get to what we're going to do. Get Brian back in. There he is.
Yep.
See? He's naked.
Yes.
You look good, brother.
Like I said, he still looks good either way. Still a handsome guy.
He does. He
Well,
looks
thank you.
great.
It's
He
true.
looks great. We have a couple of listen, it's been a really crazy time in Australia with all the flooding. We all know about that.
Mhm.
Some of our viewers may not know. Jules made it through safe and sound with her gardens. They're not underwater. Mandy Moo is not underwater. She's safe, and as far as I know, she's at a gem show
Thank goodness.
this weekend.
Good.
And now she was concerned about her aunt and uncle. Their house went under in the flood, and they hadn't been heard from in Dalibor. Have you heard if they found them yet? Do you know?
No, I haven't. I spoke to Mandy, I don't know, about 6 hours ago, and she didn't mention anything about them.
Yeah, her aunt and uncle, they're in their late 60s, and they might be with friends, but their house went under in the flood, and they have a communication problem in that town, and she hasn't been able to get through, so I haven't heard in the past couple of days any updates on that. So let's just keep those intents out there for all those neighbors of Mandy who lost their homes. And Mandy,
I've got a hornet buzzing around.
you got a hornet?
Do that. Yeah. It's
Yeah, you'll keep seeing it going
Just
past
tell
me.
him to move on, that you're busy right now.
Buzz.
You can't talk.
Buzz off. Buzz off. So, but anyway, so we'll just keep putting those intents out there for our friends in Australia who are still dealing with flooding and communications issues and all kinds of things, right, Jules?
Yeah.
The town of Gympie's
it's-
underwater. And,
Yeah, if you want to see Jules' footage and videos that she took all around the property and
Yeah.
flooding, it's up on her page on the Crypto
Yes.
Network. So just go to Jules' page and it's already up there, posted her videos.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I didn't post any of our town. I mean, it's horrendous, and I don't want
Yeah.
anyone to even have to look at it. It's just
Yeah.
shocking.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, the
Nice.
trees, that's probably why the mud's halfway up a very tall tree. It's
Yeah.
whole, so
That's
you can imagine
horrible.
houses.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, hi,
all
Scotty
good.
Boy. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Brenda and Scotty Boy joined in. How you doing? At Sky Falls. How are you, sweetheart?
Truth
Good to see
Seeker,
you.
Brenda, Milky's mom.
Yep.
You.
Bunch of
Hello,
people
everyone.
starting to flow in.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Beloved Abstract. You
let's
got it
see.
bad, don't you, Beloved Abstract?
Brian's back or he's not. I can't tell.
He's in and out.
He's there, but he isn't there.
He's
All
not-
right, so Desiree, we're going to pass the football to you to introduce one of your friends from All My Relations, our featured guest tonight, Sophia Rasmussen, psychic and astrologer. Why don't you let us know a little bit about her and how you all met and connected, and then Sophia can tell us a little bit about herself.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So when I went to All My Relationships, I was able to attend a group, and that's where I met Sophia. And she's just an amazing person. I love her to death. She always has something great to say. You know, you always walk away going, "Oh, I just learned something from her." So she's great.
Cool.
Thank you.
I
Brian
bet
has-
she's more than great. I bet she's amazing. That's the impression I'm getting. You're
You
one
okay there,
amazing
Brian?
gal.
You okay now, buddy?
Brian?
Can you hear us, Brian?
I don't know.
You
It's
okay?
really cloudy out. Yeah, it's really
Okay.
cloudy outside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
He must be at the cabin. So,
Yeah.
Sophia, tell us, how did you hook up with All My Relations? What are you all about?
Ooh,
What are
well,
you
I started coming around All My Relations in 2009, 2010 when we moved to the current location, and married the love of my life in 2018. Moved back to Indy from Cincy and started going to the Wednesday night circle, and just a lot of interesting conversations we have. And then we have a drum circle with Reiki healing and the meditation. And I felt that added to my spiritual walk, and kept doing it. And took some classes. I mean, I'm of the persuasion you can always learn something new. I've been in some classes and the teacher will look like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Come on, I just stop it. Just pretend you don't know me." Anyway, I'm so nervous.
It's all good. You're amongst friends.
You're among friends. Don't worry about
More
it.
like family, not just friends, but family, guys.
Yeah, well, my parents are watching and people I work with, and yeah, I have a lot of support. But anyway, one of the readers from Sunday, she wanted to retire, and they approached me and asked me almost be 3 years in May if I would be open to reading on Sundays. And I'm like, sure. And got out of my comfort zone once again. And
good for you.
Wonderful. I've made a lot of friends. I don't ever say, client or whatever. It's just people I work with. It's an honor to be in this position and to remind people how wonderful they are, because I don't think our culture serves us very well. And we start to believe lies, that we're not good enough and whatever. And I'm not going to have it. You're not going to share space with me and not appreciate who you are, because everybody's the way they are for a very good reason. Mm-hmm. And you love people where they're at. Don't expect them to be somebody that they're not, because in my opinion, that's rude.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Just
all right.
yourself.
Now, you're going through something right now, and we're very fortunate that you were able to come here tonight. You lost a close relative?
Yeah, I did. We lost a loved one. Just, for me, death is a comma, not a period, because of what I do and have done my entire life. So it's a transformation. I mean, you miss the physical hugs and the physical conversations, but in my opinion, I can still, interact if that's what they choose to do. I don't demand any interaction. I don't think anybody ever should, but I invite it if that's what needs to happen, as long as it's healthy and balanced.
Yeah. Well, you guys are going through a service tomorrow, is it? Or Monday?
It was tonight. It was tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
But it's okay. It's okay. It reminded me, every day, Latin carpe diem,
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. All of us have an expiration date. We don't know what it is. And I'm just going to wake up every day and do the best I can.
That's all you can do. Yep.
Yep.
My deal.
That's you in a
Still
nutshell.
nervous. No, that's part of it. But thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, and everybody who's watching, supporting, loving. It's taking me some getting used to, but with grace and ease, we'll get there.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. Well, it's a pleasure to have everyone here tonight, and a lot going on.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I tell you, we are very fortunate that you are here, and what we're going to do is we're going to have an update from the numerology segment here from Alex, and we have an area on the website. We also are going to do an astrology update from Karen, and Sophia might want to add to that anything she knows. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show tonight, with the updates and the actual readings, we're going to switch over for a moment to our Crystal Network website, to the homepage, because Brian, I'm going to have to do this with Karen for Brian, since he's popping in and out. We're going to talk a little bit about the special event that's coming up for a gathering of the Soul Tribe members. So if we can bring up the homepage of the website, we'll be able to do that. And welcome to those who we haven't been able to call out to yet. Big Al is in the house. Mary Wins.
Oh, nice.
Michael Musgrove Grave is in here. Cajun Queen. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Those folks jumped on. Hi, Al. Okay, Crystal Network. This is the main page of our portal, and if we scroll down underneath of the three shows there, you'll see. Now Wayne was showing this last week on his show. It's the actual website. I'm going to have to make it bigger for myself to see. Hang on a second. So we have the gathering, which is going to happen on Grandpa Brian's estate. He has offered his secluded 83-some acre estate. I'm calling it an estate. It's a secluded area, a cabin back in the woods in Indiana, outside of Indianapolis, and it has a big fishing and swimming pond, a nice cabin with a bunkhouse attached to it in the back, and lots of tent spaces that you can bring little campers to. There's no hookups, but you can bring campers, and we're going to have a fire pit going, and we're going to show people how to do medicine wheels. We're going to show people how to, do other kinds of things. We'll have all kinds of interactive activities for folks. There's a small $25 registration fee, which covers all of the food, the meat and the salads and everything throughout the weekend. Mm-hmm. And all you have to do is let us know if you need accommodations. There's going to be there's a registration form here online that you fill out, and you can sign up to help pick people up on the way, do some carpooling, or bring
me up on the way.
Yeah, pick Jules up. Somebody go to Australia.
That's me.
Pick Jules up.
Yeah, Dalibor too.
So, but anyway, so what Karen has done is Karen has set it up to register, and she has set up a group of people. So once you register, you can join the group and interact with other people to make plans for hooking up and traveling together. And by all means, if you have a tent, bring a tent. We have tents there. Brian has a few, and he can get more if he needs to. There's plenty of room to set up the campground area. Mm-hmm. And so we'll do the medicine wheel, and we'll do a crystal grid, right, Karen? And different activities, yeah. There's even a map down here where Karen shows you the actual directions, and you get an idea of where it is. And where it's situated.
Which is the closest airport for me to fly into?
Indianapolis.
Yeah. And that's a Google map system, so anybody can just click on it and put in where they're at, and it will calculate and show you the route and how long it is and everything. So the map system's completely interactive. Mm-hmm. So and within so you just have to click on the little button there. Right?
Yeah. The RSVP button.
Yeah.
And that takes you down to the registration information where you enter your name and all of the information about whether or not you need a tent or you need an accommodation, or if you're want to help somebody with travel. It's all right there on the form. And you get an email response back, and then there's a Pay Now button. If you're going to pay the $25 to register, it goes to the PayPal account for the event. There's also a donation button. So if you're not going to the event, you want to donate for any reason for the rest of the tribe, you're more than welcome to donate.
Well, it's just for food or paper products. Or
$100,000.
Don't put my account in there.
I swear I'll take that 100,000.
Yeah, I'll take it too all day long.
No. So anyway, Karen's done a marvelous job of setting it up. In fact, we already have about 7 or 8 people that have sent in their registration fees. So I know we have 8 or 9 actually in the system, plus me and Karen as tests. So we have our first 10 or 11 people registered already. And we had set a limit initially of 50 registrants, but there's also 10 of us involved in planning and pulling it all together. So there's at least 60 people lined up, and we know of quite a few others who are coming. So get your registration filled out, pre-register, so that we can get an idea of how many are coming, and join the group. Brian set up another group in Messenger. For those who are on Facebook and Messenger, there's a group. So if you want to be part of that discussion group, contact Brian. And it's just so you can exchange information with the people that are going to be attending the gathering.
Right.
So it's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
and there's going to be a page too in the next few days or so, once everybody starts registering, a separate page for updates and the ride and shares, and who's going to want to pick somebody up and where they are. And so there is going to be a separate page with all the updates and information about the event as we get
right
closer to it. So like for people, because most people are willing, I noticed that registered so far, the people that are driving especially have mentioned that they are willing to pick different people up on the way. So if some people are thinking about maybe they can't come to the event because they don't have a ride or they don't know how to get there, you might want to check out the board to see where people are willing to pick you up. And it could even be just on route, people are saying, if you're even on route. And I just have to say, too, as far as like Linda Brooks, also, and I'll put it up, we're going to be posting everything. She's already registered and, where she lives, and volunteered her house for a stopover as well, and to meet up and then carry on to go. So there's going to be all kinds of ways that you can maybe hitch a ride and travel if you need a ride.
Yep. So it's a great big party and a wonderful spiritual treat. There'll be Reiki healing going on, card pulls, you name it, pendulum work, all kinds of activities, day and night. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and you can bring your doggies.
Yeah.
You can bring your dogs.
Pets are allowed. And Brian said the fire pit, for the barbecue runs all weekend. So the meat cooking.
Yeah.
But for everybody that is going to go, just make sure you can bring food for yourself if you have special diets, or you want to bring things for potluck, and people that bake and bring whatever. I'm sure people
Bring
bring
your
food
goodies.
too. Bring your goodies. Yeah, exactly.
Share
Bring your
with
goodies and treats, and
We're going to try to arrange rides too to and from the airport.
As well.
Some people will be able to take shuttles,
Mm-hmm.
or rent a car, but we can also have a couple volunteers picking people up from the airport, kind of thing. Well, let's scroll down, shall we? To
and can I say something real quick?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say that that it's such a beautiful property, and the energy there is just amazing.
Oh, that's right. You guys have retreats there,
and the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And last time I was there, I usually bring my art set, and do some painting out there. It's just very inspirational. So if anybody that's attending that has artistic skills, feel free to bring whatever you want, and it's just a wonderful place to create.
Yeah, because thank you so much, Desiree. And of course, the main theme of it is it's the gathering for the Soul Tribe, called The Gathering, and bring all your gifts and talents to trade and share. That's what it's called.
That's good.
Bring all your gifts and talents to trade and share. Thank you.
You'll need a bloody. I'll need a big plane.
That's right.
Thank you, Jules.
I'll hire one big jet engine and bring all mine over.
Well, we might get lucky. Maybe Jim will come. Maybe Jim will come.
Yeah,
for the
that
day.
would be great.
Even if Jim only comes for the
guy.
day, and Heather, and I know you're planning on coming, Desiree, and Sophia. I think he mentioned you might try to come too, right? So that'll be fun to mix it up a little bit with the All My Relations folks, because they are so cool.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
What a great place to go for people to really, get Reiki certified and just have all of the amenities at your disposal, crystals, cards.
Yeah, I wish we had a
people
place
of the
like
same,
that.
like-mindedness. What a fantastic business to have. That's really amazing. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Awesome.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
All
absolutely.
right. Let's see. So Alex has an update for us. I know folks are anxious to get to the card reads, but let's get to the we do this once a month so that we can give you an overview of what to expect in the month. And then we get down to the card reads in a little while.
Where the
as we get
energies
the
are.
updates. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Alex, Karen went ahead and posted.
The wait is finally over.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Golly.
That's all right. That's the video.
Do that on the special day. I would be trying to attempt to do that move.
I would never try to do that move at my age.
That's
one of my
first move I
Zumba
do as
moves.
soon as I wake up.
Not unless I want a butt cheek reduction.
I want to make sure we don't have any commercials on this. So, all right.
Back, I am Nat.
We go.
Nat's Numbers, also known as the Numerology Chick over on Instagram. And we are here on numerologist.com for finally our March 2022 numerology forecast. I think that you guys are going to really enjoy this one.
We need to turn that up.
Yeah.
So if you've been feeling a little bit discouraged, if you've been feeling doubtful and stuck and stagnant, if you've been losing hope and faith for that dream that's on your heart, March has come along to save the day. March in numerology is a 9 universal month, and the 9 is a number that's associated with completions, with letting go, with cleansing, with purging what's no longer serving us. But what a lot of people don't know is that a natural byproduct of endings, of completions, of letting go is spiritual renewal. It's hope and faith for the future. Sometimes we have to embrace endings. We have to become more proficient at goodbyes to be able to have this space to see the potential for what is to come. So I want you to metaphorically think about 2022, this whole year, is a year where you are being asked to become better at feeding the garden of your dreams. That's what this whole year is about for every single one of us. That you are becoming a better protector and nourisher of this garden, this thing that you're wanting to grow, that you're wanting to flourish in your life, whether that's a healthy body, intimate, beautiful relationship, more money and revenue to support your family, feeding your passion or your purpose. This is the year where you're being asked to feed that, to nourish that on a regular basis. And when we come into March, what we're being asked to do is to learn how to weed our garden, learn how to pluck those things that are no longer serving the dream and desire that's on our heart. So because this month is made up of the trifecta of emotions, 3, 6, and 9, third month of the year is 6 universal year, that adds down to 9, 3, 6, 9. The first thing that you might notice is sort of this catharsis, this purge of emotion that might come up. And that purge of emotion is usually pointing out an area of your life or an area within yourself that you need to take a look at. This purge of emotion is showing you, what are you fed up with? What people, what situations, what kind of opportunities might be holding you back? What internal habits might you have that are preventing you from moving forward, that might be holding you back from making space for something new? This is where we're learning how to weed our garden. We need to release, we need to let go of things this month so that we can make space for the new beginnings that are to come in April. This is a month to embrace endings, to actually anticipate them, to actually know and trust that that bigger and greater energy, I call it the zero, you might call it God or the universe, that bigger and greater energy has something incredible in store for us. But the only way that that new stuff can come in is if there's empty real estate. Nature abhors a vacuum. Being able to create that empty space allows the new ideas and the new visions to come through. So this is your time to just do an assessment. When you have that purge of emotion, when you get frustrated, when you get fed up, it's an opportunity to take a look at that area of your life and just simply ask yourself, is there something that I need to let go of? Is there something that I need to lovingly release so that I can make space for this new and precious thing that is about to come through? So my only assignment for you this month is to just sit with that question, to just sit with, how can I release what's no longer serving me? How can I allow myself to embrace endings with the knowledge and the inner knowing and the inner belief that something greater is on the horizon? Just sit with that. Just know that. Just believe that. And allow April to come with the new beginnings and the fresh starts and the new inspirations that you have probably been praying for and been needing as fuel for the next leg of your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining me here. Please comment below and let me know what is the first thing on your mind that you feel like you might need to let go of so you can better serve your dream. And stay tuned. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the numerologist.com YouTube channel to be notified the moment that the April forecast pops up.
Bye. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Wow, that resonated with me big time. And I'd seen that video before, and it really hit me today. That spot on for me.
We got some guys drooling in the chat room over her. They just love her.
Well, I guess I should point out that the month of March in my language translates as the month when animals become pregnant. It's derived from the word for pregnancy. So, because each of the months has the names of the months has a meaning, and this month means literally animal pregnancy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Inception.
Inception, yes.
Alex actually had a couple of postcards on the website that you all can look up that has updates. Do you have them in front of you, Alex? Did you want to read them to us, or?
Well, Natalie from Net's Number explained, with the month energy, we be in a 9 universal month. It's about letting go. I can read it if you want to. I have it in front of me.
Okay, great. That'd be great.
The 9 represents surrender, reflection, completion, and endings. What the collective is experiencing now is a metaphoric death, a metamorphosis. This month you are a caterpillar in the cocoon. Next month you will be a butterfly. Next month in April is going to be a one universal month for its new begin. So this month is good to let go of the things and energy, people that no longer serve you. This is a time to reflect and take stock, not to start anything new. As the 9 is a time to letting go, there can be sometimes sadness or grief that arises. Through endings can be painful. It is important to keep in mind that whatever you are releasing is only happening in order to make room for the new, more aligned opportunities that will be arriving next month. Remember, we're all in a universal year 6, so many big shifts happening now will be most likely be occurring in the realm of relationship. Surrender and let go.
Yeah, when I read that, it so resonated with everything that I'm going through right now and some other people I know, even more so. But I looked at that and I'm like, oh my God, it's been building up and building up, and this is the month where it's all, this week has been a nightmare for me personally. And I lost it a couple of times. I really did. And it boils down to how you perceive things and how you respond to what's going on around you. Because you can manifest away and have high hopes and dreams and want to hold on to your dream and your vision, and then something happens and it just gets derailed, and it ends up being something totally different than what you expected. So you're going through a morphosis, and you're coming out, and God knows whether you're going to be a monarch or a moth, or you don't know what the outcome is going to be because you don't have the crystal ball. You can try to direct the outcome through your manifestation, but it's been my experience that it usually is a variation or a multiple variation on anything that I expected, you know?
Right. Yeah. Well, you would have really felt that, Teresa. Everybody would have,
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks in February
God.
leading up to now, because, we had Scorpio moon square with Saturn. There was a lot of attention, restrictions. There was difficulty in expression. We know what happened in the world in February there as well. So it manifested everywhere, including in Europe.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't, so it's not surprising that you felt, all that, or everybody felt that energy, and that heaviness that was going on. But we're moving into the season of Pisces. We've moved into the season of Pisces, so which is more to do with the emotional. So, but I'll talk about the astrology when it's my turn. I just wanted to comment about why you felt that, but it has lifted. We made some major changes in March here, so definitely.
No, this is the time to talk about, because we just went from the numerology update to the astrology update, and I'm looking at March, and I'm going, I'm not out of the woods. It all started accumulating in February. I'm nowhere near out of the woods. I'm going into March with all this stuff going on, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. But what sounds to me like is that April is what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, and so March is what I did some notes a couple of weeks ago, but it is about rebirth and transformation, just like Alex said, with the the 9 number and everything, and what it's doing in March is, I made some notes, is that it's forcing us to really emotionally look at our past, present, and future. We're reevaluating everything. It's almost like it blows us apart and just in different pieces, so that we can look at everything within our life, so that we can reconcile everything and the differences and all those pieces. And it's going to give us the opportunity then to shift and reorganize and re-put it all together. And what's going to happen during March is that you're going to reconnect to by doing that, to your truth and your true purpose again. And you're going to have renewed strength and conviction in your life's goals and purposes. This is what is going to be available in March. So when they come to April, you're going to be able to express that. And the other thing that's I noticed about that in this time that you're feeling is, the first part of it is, there's a lot of unpredictable changes, and there seems to be a lot of chaos because we've changed our north and south node positions, which is very significant. And a lot of people, I don't know if they follow that, but we went from a Sag Gem north and south node, and we moved to a Scorpio Taurus. So with that changeover, and our south node is where we coming from, our north node is where we're going to within the month. So what's happening is, we had that shift, which that Scorpio Taurus north and south node is more about reevaluating your goals, life, and it's going to be a little bit unpredictable through March, till we bring our pieces back together into our, what we're doing. The other thing I had was about the new and full moon at this time, of course, because we were just come on to that new moon. It's a portal or energy, and again, it's a setup for your self-discovery, and again, to reevaluate again, right? And for this month, and the energy of the moon, and what you're going to realize is that you are where you need to be. So don't be upset. Don't be worried. Like you said, everybody is exactly where you need to be at this time. And you'll realize that with the new moon here. So it's good to use that energy. And with that renewed realization of yourself, this moon is going to give you a deeper need or reflection to do of your soul and your spiritual, self and awakenings. And so it's a period to really you'll really go into deeper reflections of yourself. You'll be able to do that because the Pisces and the emotional part of it, with how the setup is. So, and you're going to be able to then gather all that information, like you say, through March, and really explode in April, in spring, and show your true self and let yourself shine. And because you'll have a really clarity and a renewed focus of all your truths and purposes and goals and all your dreams, like the numerology lady said. So it's a real emotional, physical rebirthing and empowerment this March is. So yeah. So
I know February was like a roller coaster and a Ferris wheel and go-kart race, and you name it, it was everything. The log ride, the loom, everything. It's just like you couldn't plan for anything, you know? One minute
I want opt-out ride.
Yeah. One year you're in the twirly thing, you know, being shaken upside down. The next minute you're being bungee jumping off the side of a cliff. You can't set goals. It's just really hard to plan anything, you know?
Yeah.
But now, huh?
Yeah, you're right. And it's a big time for people to be looking at your personal self, your relationships, and societal values and expressions. So I think this is a big thing that's going to happen the next 2-3 months, not, personally as well, within communities and within the world. We're going to be looking at societal values and issues and expressions of who we want to be as people and cultures, I think.
Sophia, I know you're on mute right now, but do you have anything you'd like to add? Any perspectives about what's going on?
Honestly, right now, I try to read in seasons. I don't try to get too far ahead of myself because our power is in the right here, right now. But to I look through the ephemeris and the different aspects of what we're walking into energetically. The one thing coming up that did get my attention in particular is March 7th. We're going to have Venus, Mars, and Mercury all hanging out in Aquarius, and we're going to have Mars and Venus are going to be conjunct, and they're going to be stationary. So with that energy being fixed air, which is Aquarius, the communication of action and how you feel is wide open. So for me personally, right now, this is more of a seed sowing situation. What kind of fruition do I expect when we get to the new moon in Aries that's going to come up in April? So it's like right now I'm sowing seeds. What do I need? I'm using these windows, particularly May 10th, 11th, and 12th, to say, this is an amplification of energy that can bring my fruition kind of like a springboard. And that's how I use it anyway. And we're not going to go retrograde, I think, until what, June? Yay! No retrogrades. Yeah. So no confusion, but it's I kind of like when we're dealing with a lot of heavy things. Where's that silver lining? To encourage myself, especially dealing with the difficulties that we all have every day. It's like focusing on, where can I still be fed? Where can I still grow amid all of the ups and downs and roller coasters? But I mean, that's what I use numerology for. It's like when life gets crazy, I use the energy that's present to refocus, reapproach, and move forward in a healthy, balanced, grounded, and shielded way.
Yeah, well, I think I'm learning how to do that the hard way.
We all do. I did.
It's like there's no instruction booklet telling me how to do it, but I'm falling into it, and every time I get slapped upside the head, and then I have to figure out, and then I'm like, oh, that's how you get ahead of that, or that's how you stay above that, or I drove Lori nuts the past 2 weeks, I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure I did. And Brian, yeah. So yeah, I mean, but I'm learning to shift. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's also important to restate that, it's letting go is an opportunity to receive better. So I think people they forget that they get all
one
caught
door
up
closes, next
feeling,
one
oh,
opens.
You know, I think so. You know where I think that comes from, honestly? Well, from me. Goal driven all my life. There has to be a plan. Without a plan, you don't know how to get from point A to point B. Everything has to be charted out. Everything has to be planned. And so when you, and in the spiritual community, there's so much emphasis on manifestation. You're not doing something right if you're not manifesting. You have to let go. People are always telling you how to go about manifesting. But I say that manifesting, from what I've been experiencing on my end, it's not about succeeding in one vision that you have. Like mine has always been to get the hell out of here, get on my RV, live on my RV in a nice warm climate. That's my manifestation, is getting a new RV or an updated RV, getting out of this area in Maryland and DC, heading south and west and living off of my RV. That's what I want to do. And I want to be with nature, and that's how I want to live. And I even went so far as to map out different campgrounds and jobs that I would perform at different campgrounds. And that's been my dream for 5 years. And I got that RV. I got it. But then all this crap started happening to it, that I didn't cause for most of it.
Like the universe has a different plan.
The universe has a different plan.
You have to align with the plan, and it has to be your choice. That's what I'm learning.
Yes, and you have to let go. And people go, well, you're giving up. You're giving up. No, I'm not giving up. I'm just letting it go with the flow, because I still might get away from here. It might be in a van and not an RV. It might be in the Midwest, not the Southwest.
Well, it could be just a timing thing, right?
Or
As
timing.
well,
It could
because
be a timing thing, yeah.
it's cyclical patterns, and it's just a matter of being patient or waiting.
But
it's maybe not gone, or
we just don't know how to let go, though, and trust that whatever that outcome is going to be, it's going to be what's best for us. Now, there's a guy that's part of our network. Some of you know him. He's been on our Esoteric Egypt program. His name is Next NEXT, right? He's with Adept Expeditions. I'm going to lose power, so hang on. He's with Adept Expeditions, and he lost everything he had because his apartment was full of mold and mildew, and he and his wife came back from vacation with their daughter, and everything was gone. All his research materials, his books, his magazines, his videos, his laptop, his bank cards, his accounts, he was wiped out living out of a car, living out of different people's apartments until he could figure out. His wife was hanging on by the thread of her life in the hospital. His daughter had an accident that was pretty awful. And he himself got something wrong with him, respiratory and all that. So it looked like the end of the world. It looked like the end of his career, the end of his life, the end of the world, right?
Probably felt like it too,
and it felt like it. And there were moments where he was crying. There were moments where he had serious doubts, and he's a very spiritual person. He ends up. Somebody in Egypt, Khadija, you all know Khadija from The Voice of Egypt. She's like, come live with me. Bring the family and live with me in Luxor. Where that's where his main potatoes, his life is in Egypt, right? All the tours and the business he has. So he's now first he was staying in somebody's mansion for a while. And so he got lucky in that respect, because for a while there, they were just living out of hotels and in the car. But he ends up in Luxor, and now his business is flourishing. He's making lots more contacts. He's living and working in the environment that he loves dearly. His wife is better in health. His daughter's learning an incredible amount. He's right where he needs to be, and it wasn't even in his plans to live there. He lost everything he had and ended up where he needs to be, which is just beautiful to me. It's a freaking miracle. And he wasn't even trying to manifest that. So that's why I'm not screaming about what I can and can't have and what I'm going through right now financially, because I can recreate myself in any way I please. And I've recreated myself many times, Karen, as you know, in my career. I've recreated my career many, many times. I can start over anytime. I'm 61, I can still start over. So even if I lose this place, I'll go rent a van and live out of it somewhere where I want to be. And guess what? That's my dream anyway.
I love what Lucky Smith said here. Lucky Smith, okay? When you lose everything, it helps free you of attachments.
Yes.
Well said. Well said.
Well said. Because sometimes you need to lose those attachments to move on with a different quality of life. And I did that when I moved here in this townhouse. I did not want to move here. I did not want to give up my job. I did not want to give up my career. I did not want to give up my freestanding home. I was forced into making a change. Yep. And it was for the better. And I've had a wonderful time here. But now I'm ready for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you're ready for a new wonderful time.
Anyway, I don't want to digress too much. I just wanted people to know that that's what I think these next 2 months are all about. Is letting go, getting into that flow that Jules is always like, get in the flow, be the river, be in the river, get in the flow, accept the
put your floaties on and just keep moving.
And don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to let go of something and start something new. I mean, it's frightening for some people, especially when you get up there in age.
It's not an easy thing, no doubt.
No.
Not for anyone.
All right, so we have a few folks here that are probably like, when are we going to get to the card reads? Well, we do have fewer than we had the last couple of times, but what we're going to ask you to do is put your birth date in there if you want a numerology reading and a tarot reading, and Karen can tell you what your crystal is. And so if you put your birth date in there, we know you want the full whammy, right? If you just say, I just want to read or I want a card, we'll just pull a card for you. But we need to know your birth date for the numerology report, and so Karen can get that information for the crystal. So that's how we're going to do it. And how many and then we all have a different way of doing readings. Jules has a completely different process from Dalibor. Dalibor uses a different system than most of our tarot readers. So go with the flow, folks, and experience something new and different, because this is a little slightly different than other card shows, because we have different approaches. Everybody's a little different. Okay. So go ahead and plug your birth date in there, and Alex will start writing them down. And
the first one I saw was Michael Musgrave, so I'm going to leave his up there so you know that's who you're on. Try to make this a little easier on you, Teresa.
Okay.
So we can start with him, and then
he is really a she. I'll just tell you that.
I'm sorry, she.
He's using somebody else's phone.
Okay, well that makes sense now.
Walking
you don't
water.
know. Who would know that? I don't know that.
Okay. All right. So I've got these names here. This is what I have so far: Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith, Deborah Sloan, Michael Musgrave, Project Skyfall, Linda Brooks, Scotty Boy, Grumpy Doug. He's in and out, but he'll check back in. Robert V from Milky Way was in. Truth Seeker, Brenda Milky's mom, Beloved Abstract, Al Ciriello, Barry Chad, Elderberry, Thomas HBI, Cajun Queen, let's see, and Grandpa Brian, he's in there, so we're going to pull one for Grandpa. Smoking a G Sharp is here now. Smoking a G Sharp. Okay. I think she's on the list from the last time. So just get your birth dates in there, and we'll start assigning these folks to different readers. There's Smoking a G. I didn't see Max G. We accidentally skipped him the last time by mistake. So I wanted to see if you see Max G in here yet. Anybody? Walking Water. Walking Water. That's a cool name, Walking Water. All right. Walking Water. All right. So where do the birth dates start? We'll take it from there. So, Alex, you're going to track the birth dates with a name, and then when we call a name, you'll see how I'm assigning it in the order I'm assigning it, and then you can order it that way, right? Does that work for you? Make it a little bit more smooth? Okay. See, I'm just checking the list one more time. Feel like Santa Claus. Who's naughty and nice? That's got to be Scotty Boy and Beloved Abstract. I would normally say it would be Gary along with David Castle and Elderberry, and Doug. Okay, I think we got that. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 19, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 readers, right? So 10, 15. Okay, I can do up to 5 per person there. Okay. All right, so Karen and Mary Wynn is here, right? Okay, so Karen, can you read for Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith?
Oh, I'm doing reading.
Well, did you want to do a reading? I thought you did.
Yeah.
Mary Wynn, Lucky, not right now. I'm just giving you a list.
I know. Yeah.
Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith, Beloved Abstract, and Al Ceriello. Can you do those 4? Put them on your list.
Yeah.
Okay. So Alex, you would. Okay. So Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith, Beloved Abstract, and Al Ceriello. If there's any birth dates associated with any of them, Alex will pick them up. Okay. Sophia, we have someone named Deborah Sloan. Now, Sophia's a psychic, you also. Look out. She might not know you, but she's got your vibes. So I figured, okay, so Deborah Sloan, Michael Musgrave, Barry Chad, Project Skyfall, and Linda Brooks. Linda's a little psychic herself, so look out, Sophia. Okay, so you have Deborah Sloan, Barry Chad, Michael Musgrave, Project Skyfall, and Linda Brooks. Okay? All right. Desiree, my dear, can you do Smoking G? Smoking in G sharp. Thomas H.B. I as an eyeball. Thomas H.B. I. Along with Scotty Boy and Cajun Queen. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll let you pick up. Yeah, just do those 4 for now. All right, and then going on to the next one, Dalibor. Can you pick up Grumpy Doug Stack?
What's his name? Grumpy
Doug. That's Doug.
All right.
Grumpy Doug.
Grumpy Doug.
Yeah, Grumpy Doug. And let's see. Robert B. from Milky Way. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And Grandpa Brian. Okay. You got Doug, Robert, Grandpa Brian.
Yeah.
Only 3 I gave you so far? Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Okay. And Lori, can you do Truth Seeker, Brenda Milky Mom, and Walking Water? Walking Water.
Hey, Teresa, I'm missing somebody.
Okay, who you missing?
I have Deborah Sloan, Michael Musgrave, Barry Chad, and Linda Brooks. Who am I missing?
Deborah Sloan, Barry Chad, Michael Musgrave, excuse me, and Project Skyfall.
Project Skyfall?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of being, instead of using cards, pulling runes. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
That, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yep, doing runes.
Yeah,
Okay.
runes are good. Runes are good.
And you got Linda Brooks too, correct? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got those 5. And if anybody who's getting a rune also wants a card, we'll just assign them to the folks that only have 3 or 4. Okay. Does that sound good so far, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
And Alex, you're picking up the birth dates for the ones that are putting their names in for birth dates, right? Okay. So, give you card readers a chance to get yourself in order for the ones you wanted. Did I miss anybody? Mary, let me know if I miss anybody. Mary wins. She's my helper. I don't see Regine in here tonight. All right, let's see. Here's Cajun. Alrighty, so we'll start with who wants to go first around the. Jules, did I assign anybody to you? Jules, you're on mute. You're on mute. Did I assign anybody to you, Jules?
No, because I wasn't here when you were doing it. It's okay.
All right, but if you vibe with somebody, if spirit tells you, go ahead and poll for that person, okay?
Well,
I need their birth dates. How I do it, it's their birth date.
Yeah, Alex will do it. We'll do the numerology first with the birth date, and then after he does that, then you'll be able to pick up on that person, okay?
Righto.
Although she could do a couple of the ones you gave me, because I have to do the stones too, the crystals. So
yeah.
So
there's Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith, Al Sorello. Yeah.
Yeah. So if Jules wants to do Mary Wynn's and Lucky Smith, I'll do Al and
okay.
Who's the other one? Something abstract.
Beloved Abstract.
Beloved Abstract. So I'll do Beloved Abstract and El Sorello, and Jules can do Mary Wynn and Lucky Smith, and then jump in for anybody too.
Okay.
Nice.
Very
awesome,
good.
Karen.
Awesome. All right. Let's see who's up first. Lori, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. So I was going to use a different deck, but as soon as I knew I had Truth Seeker, I had to go with the White Oracle cards. Because I really feel like this is more her style, so I'm going to go with that. So I pulled the Karma of Kutuhala.
The Wawa?
Kutuhala. Karma of Kutuhala. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects you to your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail. You shall arise.
Nice.
Good card.
Yeah.
Hope it resonates with you, Truth Seeker. That is a really cool card. It unfortunately you can't see it as well, but yeah. Wow. There you go.
And welcome, Wendy Schwartz. Wendy Schwartz. Anybody know Wendy Schwartz? Is she a member of all my...
Hi, Wendy. Welcome.
I know Wendy. She's one of my friends.
Yay. Right on.
Aha.
The best.
All right. Okay, so now that was Truth Seeker. Alex, did she have a birth date, Alex? Did you need to do a numbers on Truth Seeker? No. All right.
All right. I've got Robert V ready because it's not in the order that I received the names, but he just popped up. I'm not going to, just to keep it as brief as possible, I'm not going to go into the details, but I'm seeing a conflict with some sort of company or corporation that's very near to him, and it's got to do something to do with the ID, either a corporate ID or his ID, and I'm seeing the numbers 1149 or 1149. 1149. That's what I'm getting. So some kind of conflict with a corporation.
Oh. Well, I'll have to text him because I don't know if he's still in here, but let him know to come
Yeah.
back in. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. He did not have a birth date associated with him.
No.
Okay. So, all right. Desiree, you about ready for one?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one you gave me was Smoking G. Okay. The card I pulled was the King of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Nice card.
Good card.
Nice card.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is what it looks like.
That's from your deck.
It is, yeah. So the King of Pentacle is male Earth energy, confident, materialistic, courage, reliable, manifestation, intelligence, security, empire, business, acumen, and aptitude, success.
Wow.
Wealth, responsibility, activity, organization, dependability, authority, conservative, creativity, wisdom, and individuality. So, yeah, that's a nice card to have.
I think I want Smoking
sure.
in G's
So if
body.
any of those
I'm gonna switch places with you, Smoking in G. My God, that's a good card. All right, awesome.
Yeah. That's from Desiree's deck, by the way. Everyone knows that she designed that deck and created it. So she created the deck she's using tonight. So good. Right on.
I don't think she had a birth date with hers. No number there for her, right, Alex? Smoking in G.
Good to hear her doing a major change. I'm right there with you, Smoking in G sharp, doing the same thing.
All right.
Major shifting.
Karen, you're up. You want to do?
Okay. Yeah. I'm Beloved Abstract.
Okay.
Okay. I was just looking here because I just pulled the card. But it's quite interesting. I thought it was great for his. It's quite an interesting card. So it's It's got the Buddha on it, but it's both sides of him, top and bottom. And he's surrounded by all kinds of flowers and growing things. But what I thought was interesting about the Buddha, of course, he's in deep meditation. And this card tells me that with abstract, Beloved Abstract, talks about your two sides, both sides of yourself, right? The duality that we live in and that we experience, and to bring the two halves or the two sides of your reality together. Notice how the flower in the middle there's only one, where there's, the duality. So that's a meeting point or a center point of energy within yourself. And if you can bring that, you can bring in that whole energy of yourself and be centered and be calm and, this next little while. So yeah, to sit quiet, and it looks like you're going to have quite a bit of a success if you you're going to meditate. Now the diamonds in this deck has to do with the physical world, and it's an earth element. So that's to do with where he's showing to me, it would be to allow the physical world to disappear enough to let it go and not be a part of it, and go inside or internal and deep within the next little bit, to bring the two halves of yourself internal, and know who you are. Spend the time thinking about yourself and where you want to go and what you want to do. If I look at the card, the King of Diamonds, and the thing, there's 3 words that go with it. So it really has to do with, bringing your two halves into the center point and getting that energy that way for yourself.
Cool.
Yeah. And the King of Diamonds, and like I said, has to do with the physical world and what you're doing. And it has to do with your nature and spirituality, it says. like I said, and meditation. So you're going to be going within, and it's a good time in March to do that. And there's a good chance, it says right in here, that happiness will be found, is what it says. So your happiness will be found by doing that, and it has to do with pursuing, your true nature and spirituality.
Cool. Jules, can you add Karen Lynn to your list? Karen Lynn, Lynn. And Lori, can you add Max G to your list, please?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just need the birth dates for when I get, like, it's Lucky Stone and it was Mary Wynn's, and that's their birth dates I need. Okay.
Okay. You're doing Mary Wynn, Lucky Smith, and Karen Lynn.
Smith and Karen
Mary,
Lynn. Yeah.
Mary Wynn's birthday is 10/30/61. 10/30/61.
10. Radio. Just don't give me any more until I'm up for that, so I can go look. Right, 10:30.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Let's see who's next up. Let's see. We did Dalibor. We did. Sophia, have you done a read yet? All right, so we'll do you. we'll come around to you, and then we'll do Lori again. You're on mute, Sophia.
Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose. The kitchen is above me. So, yeah. So, this rune is for Deborah Sloan. When I drew it face down. And when I turned it, it is per throw, but it's facing towards the past. So what this is telling me about Deborah is that what she is dealing with, she's keeping it to herself and reflecting on a chance she took on someone or something of the past. And I don't think that really worked out for her, but using my pendulum to get further information, there is a chance for her to give someone else a chance, but have the proper boundaries in place, and to go within to get your bearing, because it's like taking a chance. Perthrow speaks about taking a chance. Okay, see, aren't those cool?
Yeah,
they're deer bones, but
it looks like a bone.
It is.
Wow. Wow. Nice.
My brother made
That's
these.
cool. They look handmade. That's really cool.
Thank you. But part of to taking a chance, it's also considered a fate. But I would say, Deborah, if you do or are in a position to take a chance, put the proper boundaries in place. Do the meditation to go within yourself. Is it healthy? Are you growing? Is it going to bring you happiness, this chance that's in front of you? And if you're getting yes, 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 baby step it. No one says you have to smash on the throttle. This chance is going to get you out of your comfort zone, but that's where we grow. So, gently.
Wow.
That's what I got.
She says spot on. She said so right on.
Hey.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I got
Alex,
Mary's ready.
Oh, you got Mary's ready? Go ahead. I just wanted to make sure Alex didn't have a number for Deborah Sloan. I don't see a birth date there. So he'll come back when he's okay. Go ahead, Jules. You do Mary.
Okay, so Mary Wynn's birthday is she's the 5 of Hearts in this book.
Ah.
So that's emotional changes. I won't read all of it. I'll just read the first couple of lines and the last bit so that we don't have a big blurb. Okay.
Okay.
You love new, unusual people, places, and things. You require a variety of interests and are changeable, and what you experience, what life has to offer you. Okay. By releasing and transforming issues around anger, you are able to create balance in your material and spiritual life. So that was a short little blurb about the 5 of Hearts. So that's what it tells you in there. So you can go online and get this off the internet if you want to go and look up what your birth date is. There's the chart. So it tells you all what date you are. Okay.
Cool.
So you can look it up. cards of illumination.
I'm gonna let you do one for me tonight.
Yeah, me too.
You'll let you do one for me tonight, Jules. I'm a crab. July 15th, 1960. 1960. Alex, do you need to jump in? Do you need to do anything for Mary on the numerology? Oh, you're on mute, Alex.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, Deborah Sloan.
Yeah.
Sloaney.
She's a life path one that I calculated. That's the leader, the pioneer. She has the same. It adds to a 2 and an 8. It's the same as the Nikola Tesla, and also Trina Phoenix also adds to a 28 one. So, but she's in the personal year 7. So that's a very spiritual year. Good to retreat, to dive deep on your spiritual abilities. So let me read a bit for it. The 7. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah. The keywords: introvert, mystic, self-awareness, and improvement. A personal year 7 is a opportunity to really self-reflect on yourself as a soul, having a physical experience and a psychoanalysis. Just what means to you. Who are you on this planet Earth? Does your life really add value to the world? Do you make any difference? This is the big year of facing some truths, going within and seeking answers of some big questions. This is a year to find out how you can be the alchemist and manifest your dreams for not only your highest purpose, but for the highest good of all. You may be guided this year to spend more time by yourself, travel outside your local area, or even take up a new course of study. So that's for the personal year 7 for Deborah Snow.
Nice.
Okay, I'm just about ready to do Grandpa Brian.
I think Lori was next, though.
That's fine, Delabor. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Grandpa Brian, he's at a crossroads of some kind. He's got to make a decision, either or, and it's going to be an action that he has to take or not take, and that depends only on one thing, and that's whether or not the source of the information that he's using to base his action on comes from an ascended place or not. If it doesn't come from an ascended place, then he shouldn't do it. That's it.
Wow, that kind of resonated with me big time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A lot of people, yeah.
Woo.
Desiree, can you add one more person to your list? Ruth Ann John.
Sure.
Ruth Ann John. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Ruth Ann, if you want a numerology reading as well, just put your birth date in there, please. All right, Lori.
Okay, this is for Brenda, Milky's mom. It's the Alabaster Tablet of Layla. And this card represents you are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettled change within you, but the change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Hope it resonates.
Oh, what a cool birth date, Ruth Ann. 2/22/61. Wow. Aha. Okay, so now Brenda did have a birthday the last time. Did she put it in this time, Alex? September 29th, 1954. Do you have her on your list?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have her.
All right, let's see. So Jules, you're up next.
Well, I need to know Lucky Stone's birthday.
Oh, he didn't give it to you yet, Lucky Stone? Or Lucky Smith?
Oh, Lucky Smith.
Lucky Smith. So we'll come back around to you. Do you have anybody else on your list, Jules, that you're waiting on?
Lynn.
Karen Lynn?
Yeah, her birthday I'll need too.
So you need Karen Lynn's birthday and Lucky Smith's birthday.
Yes,
all right,
please.
so we'll get back to you on that then. Okay.
It's all good.
It's all good?
All good.
All right, Sophia. You got somebody else there?
I have Michael Musgrave.
Ah, okay.
You want me to go ahead and read for him?
Yes, it's a her, just so you know.
Oh, forgive me, her.
It's a her using a him account.
Okay, I made the same mistake.
That's okay. That's okay. What rune I drew for her is Othala, which looks like this naturally, but it came out face up and it came down, inverted. Which this speaks to family legacy. It can speak to property. With it being face down, this would speak to having disappointment with the family, and the interaction with the family may not be healthy right now. But what they're showing me is a tree and graphing on new branches to correct a situation behind you that is out of your control. So I would say frustration is something that's being dealt with, disappointment with those in the family, but it's optimistic because this technically is the type of family. I call some of my family, and yeah, they're going to hear this, and I hope they do. Genetically similar strangers, okay? Just because, you don't have to have like DNA for someone to be considered family. So if you are disappointed with people you're genetically related to, do you, don't let that drag you down. I love people right where they're at. And if you expect somebody to be something that they're not, that's toxic. So keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Good reading.
You can do it.
Karen, can you add Kimba? M as in Mary. Kimba to your list? Kimba M. All right.
I've got Lucky's ready.
Okay, Lucky's, you got his ready? He's 226.69.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the Queen of Clubs, and it's intuitive knowledge. You know from source, so always listen to your inner voice and be receptive to higher knowledge. Your challenge is to get in touch with your emotions. That's the short version of it. Okay, so that's the Queen of Clubs. That's the page there. Okay, so clubs is, the Queen of Clubs. I won't go into too much detail. I want to keep it short.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
There's a lot to get through, and it's an hour and a half.
It's all right. Okay, so Dalibor, are you up next?
Well, Karen hasn't had a go.
And then we have, or just Karen? Karen has to have it go? I thought she did.
Yeah.
All right, Karen, go ahead. You want to do
muted.
Al? You're muted, Karen. I like lip syncing with you, though.
Yeah, you probably heard what I was saying.
I can even do your voice. Yeah, I can, yeah. All right, Al.
You could do my voice.
Yes, I could do
your accent. Your
my
Canadian.
accent.
Yeah, you have a bit of a Canadian flair there.
A little flair.
Some certain words you say.
Oh, there you go. All right, Mr. Al, what did I pick for you?
Big Al.
Big Al. So in this deck, it's 3 of spades, and it has 3 swords on it. So 3 of swords. So the spades has to do with your intellect. And what the 3 of swords usually means that you've been thinking about, you've gone through some kind of sadness or sorrow, or thinking about something that has upset you. recently. But I find what's happened though, which with the event that happened, Al, about what was upsetting you or creating this sorrow within you, though, was illuminated recently, and see the lights shining on the Three of Swords. So it's being illuminated to yourself, so that you can have a better understanding of the situation and what happened, and so that you can resolve the situation, and you can move beyond any kind of negative or sorrow that you had about the event. And so with what's happened is you have understandings and about your feelings about it, so you have resolution, so you can have resolution. You've had resolution about it, so that's what I get with that. So you've had recent illumination about something. It was something that not recent either, something in the past. This wasn't something that a current event, Al. This was something in the past that you've been thinking about, or an event that kind of made you sad or a bit, upset you a little bit. But you've illuminated about it and gone beyond it and found your feelings. That's all I can say.
Dalibor, can you add Chloe to your list? Chloe, Chloe, or Chloe, CeeLo. CeeLo.
That's cute. I like that.
Cello. Chloe, it's cello. Okay. He's so cello. All right, Desiree, you're up next, my dear.
All
Just
right,
in time.
Alex,
I know.
Oh, woo, that was
if
close.
I miss somebody, Alex, just go.
Yeah.
So Lori
I
can
have
see you.
Thomas HBI.
Okay.
The card I pulled for you was, I love this card.
Yeah.
The Eight of Wands. Beautiful card. When I created this, I had a dream of a white horse, and he was just galloping at a fast pace, and had his heart and soul and his eyes on a goal. So the key words to this card is that I have in my guidebook here is swiftness, speed, lead, great haste, a journey. So you might be going on a journey somewhere, or traveling, completion, fulfillment, movement, progress. Hard work is paying off. Energy, solutions, results, and actions. So basically, keep your eye on the prize, and eventually everything's going to be paying off for you.
Cool. Nice.
Awesome.
I have Grumpy Doug ready.
Grumpy Doug. Okay.
Grumpy Doug.
He does have a birthday. I don't know if Alex picked up on Doug Stack's birthday or not. August 4th, 1979.
No, I don't. I haven't write that down.
Okay. August 4th, 1979. Go ahead, Dalibor.
All right, so Grumpy Doug, he's about to redo something, or I should say, almost like re-embark on something he's tried once before, except this time he's going to be doing with a change. Except he should watch out if he gets what he expects to get, because there could be some deception behind it. It almost comes across like he's rewriting a book, or re-embarking on a venture he's tried before, but with a change. Except that change might result in something he doesn't really want.
Huh.
Yeah. So he should.
Yeah.
In other words, be careful what you wish for. That's what it's telling me. You know, that sometimes getting what you want is not necessarily what you really want.
Something really big's happening for him right now, so it's just it's just proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution, yes.
Yeah, it's like you get a landfall, like a bunch of money comes into, like I got a settlement, and I went nuts because I needed so many things, and I didn't use caution, so I spent it sooner. Then I could have held on to it longer, and maybe avoided some of the other pitfalls. So be happy, be cheerful, but don't be gung ho.
Basically,
caution, right?
Always heed like the omens, because everything is going to have its omens. In other words, if you're embarking on something that's pretty serious, then you should heed all the omens associated with it, and don't take those lightly, because usually the universe will go out of its way to tell you, like, okay, here you're about to make a mistake. Don't do this. And if you're perceptive, you're going to heed those omens. Just like, when I was looking at a house, and the name of the realtor was related to wolf, and right before I got to the house, a wolf popped out of the bushes and stopped right in front of my car and just stared at me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that told me, watch out.
Okay. So.
I'm sorry. Desiree read for Thomas B.I., right?
Yes. Yeah.
I have the number for him. He's a life path 4, so that's the builder, foundation. Pretty sure one of your desires is to build something on this planet, being the builder, and you're in a personal year 6, and we are also in a universal year 6, so you're gonna be feeling it double. The keywords is lover, family, home, heart. After expressing all the freedom in your personal year 5, that was last year, you was in a 5 personal year, you may come to realize that there's no place like home, and that home is where the heart is. A personal year 6 is about blossoming all of your heart connection, committing to existing relationship or ending a stagnant relationship to open the golden door of opportunity for new relationship to blossom. You may feel like guided to spend much more time with the family and friends. Forgiveness may be a big lesson for you this year. This is a great year to get engaged, marry, start a family, and a new friendship may this year will often be for life. You may be also guided to build the heart of your home or business, nesting and being of service to others. So that's actually for the whole world. The year we are in, the universal year 6, but Thomas B is going to be with double the energy for him this year to focus on it.
Okay. Cool. Wow. Great. Okay, so Sophia, we have Linda Brooks, but then Jules. Linda felt like is asking you if you will also read for her as well as Sophia, because she felt led by that. Sorted. You got her birth date?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. So you want to go ahead, Sophia, and read for Linda Brooks?
For Linda? Okay. Because I had Barry Chad drawn up, but I can.
But no, you can go to Barry. Come back to Linda later.
Yeah. Let's do Barry first, because I'm dialed into him. He's going through quite a bit, like huge transformation energy. I see him knocking and wanting, more spiritual experiences. I see him maybe possibly learning a new modality, like the tarot, like he's working on something new. I was. So for me, that is the connection with the air gods and the mundane. This is second cousin to the death card, if you want to have a tarot comparison. So it's the transformation. It's the pushing out of the old to give room for the new, kind of what we spoke about at the beginning of the show. If you're knocking on the door of the gods and you want something new, you need to mean it and make place for it. That's just my experience. And I would say that Barry is very uncomfortable right now, because with transformation, I don't know about you, but cocoon, the caterpillar, butterfly situation, that cocoon does not look very comfortable to me. So I would say the transformation that you're asking for, the door is open, and just being bold, making time for the new to come in, and to be ready for it, because he means it. He means it, and the door will open. Just be prepared, because he's been knocking for a long time. So it's going to get interesting, and blessings on that path.
I'm going to make a note of the time here so that he can come back in later and pick up on this if he's not here. He should hear that. Sometimes he dozes off when it gets late in the evening. Okay. Slightly slanted sleuth, Steve Stone, just joined us. Welcome, Steve. And Karen, you have room on your list to add Steve Stone.
Steve?
Yeah, slightly slanted sleuth, Steve Stone. Okay. So Jules, did you want to go next with Linda Brooks or anybody else, or?
No, it was Carol. Is it Carol Lynn or
let's see.
Karen Lynn. Lynn was the last name.
Yes, Karen Lynn, Lynn.
Yeah. She is the communicator. No, she's the Two of Clubs. You enjoy great conversation and sharing ideas. Cooperation and communication is what you strive for. By integrating your tremendous wisdom and power, you have the ability to see the truth.
Yeah.
Right. And then I've got the other versatile mind, which was Linda Brooks. She's the Five of Clubs. So I've had a few clubs here, and that's you and me as well, Teresa. We're clubs as well.
Yes, I kind of figured we were.
Yeah, so versatile mind. You are spontaneous, love freedom, and welcome change. You have the progressive, intellectual, versatile, and often skeptical.
Yeah.
By having mastery in your emotional nature, you are able to experience peace and harmony and love. So that's Linda's. That's a short version, because I know everyone's got, time, and I'm going to have to leave because I've got something else to do. So that's why I read them both together. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So I'm going
to
love and leave yous.
If there's anybody on your list, is there anybody on your list you didn't
No,
get to?
No, got them all done. That's why I quickly did them both together.
Thank you.
Okay, so thanks, guys. Thank you all for your gifts and talents.
Bye-bye, Jules.
Bye, Jules. Have a great afternoon. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Bye.
We love you. Bye-bye. All righty. So I don't want to skip anybody. Lori, you haven't read in a while, so let's go to Lori.
Yeah, I've got Walking with Water, and I pulled the Salve Paluti card. Hard to see. And this is tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to your regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space. Access it daily. Salve Paluti, 741 hertz. If you can listen to something that has 741 hertz, that would be really beneficial for you. And listen to it on a low volume for a little while. So look on YouTube. You can find something in 741 hertz. Okay? Hope that resonates, Walking Water.
Very cool. All right. Alex, anybody you want to bring up at this point? You're on mute again.
Walking Waters.
Okay.
It was, just have for Walking Waters. Okay. Yeah. Walking Waters is in a personal year 4 and a life path 9, so that's the humanitarian number. This year, the keywords or the theme is responsibility, karma, and hard work. How you choose to align this year will determine whether you will experience a year of grace and ease or find a personal year 4 to be a year of hell. A personal year 4 is your time to make good on all your commitments from your personal year 3, a year, and to take responsibility by walking your talk. It's an opportunity to reflect on your patterns and how these may be molded from old belief, opinions of others, or possibly even playing out stories of past life. This is a year of growing up, being prepared to break the cycles of the old and all that's not working and make fresh decisions from a place of higher purpose and higher soul potential. This is a roll your sleeve up type of year and getting down to work. How committed are you to really to rely to your goals and you made in a personal year 1? Working on your dream structure here, your foundation. What's your desire? What do you want to build? So that was for Walking Waters.
Nice.
Good readings for you, Walking Waters. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. We had Dalibor. You up next? Okay.
Okay. This one is for Chloe, and looks like Chloe. She's pretty much headed towards where she wants to go, but she has to continue on the straight and narrow, so to speak. And it's something related to somebody, either a man or a woman on YouTube, and basically she just needs to continue what she's doing to get to where she wants to go.
Huh. Interesting. You hear that, Chloe? Very good. All right. Desiree.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got Scotty Boy, which Scotty Boy is actually the one that won the Divine deck.
Wow, really? That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. So the card I pulled for him was the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card. So it has a gate that's opening up. You have a field, a wide field of possibility. You have money down there that's growing. Your hand is open, so you're willing to you're accepting this. So some of the keywords for the Ace of Pentacles is satisfaction, emotional stability, fulfillment, financial gain, prosperity, successful beginning of prosperity. So right now you have a lot coming towards you of abundance and achievement. So great card.
Awesome. Yeah, he had a birth date in there the last time. I don't know if he picked it up on this time or not, Alex. Did you get one for this go round on Scotty?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Karen, you're up next.
You either have myself Kimba? Off mute. Yeah, I have Kimba.
Okay.
And what I picked was the 7 of diamonds in this deck, and it looked like a sun card. It got all sparkly diamonds all around it, eyes wide open.
That's a cool card.
Yeah, when I picked this card, I got that the sun's come out from a darkness, like the sun, and so things are going pretty well for you actually right now. If you keep going the way that it happened, because you just gotten over something that had to do with healing, and you had a lot of hope about it, and so you did accomplish it, and the sun's come out, and so now with what you've done, you should be soon feeling lots of optimism and fulfillment. Positive is a word that comes out. these are outcomes. You can have positive outcomes here soon. You're going to be able to achieve something with success. There's something to do with business success, something financial now that you've had some resolution with, as far as when the sun's come out. So it looks like that you've gotten through the dark night, the darkness and everything, and the sun is out for you now. So you've put that behind you. So yeah, good for you. So very positive. Very things are going to be going really well.
Awesome.
With that card.
I have to interrupt the group.
Okay.
Somebody needs this. Somebody needs to hear this, and I don't know who. It's the Pink Rose of Lady Nada. 29. Oh. You are in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of the fears and anxieties that have held you back from enjoying your full magnificence. The Lady Nada spirit is here with all her gentle power, washing you in soft pink light. All anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, disappointment, and hurt are soothed and loved into peace. She brings you a sign of your future blossoming into deeper love. It's a spiritual gift from a higher guide. It's like a master guide, this spirit. Someone in here needs to be loved, needs to feel healing, strength, and compassion in your own heart space. You may be burnt out. You're burnt out. You're feeling anger, fear, depression, anxiety, mistrust, fatigue. Are you feeling tired a lot? You're not yourself. You feel compromised in some way, health-wise. Perhaps your heart is so tired that you struggle with compassion and fatigue, finding it difficult to care, even though your nature is one of deep compassion and kindness. So you're basically a very compassionate, kind, deep-feeling person, but you're going through something that's affecting your body as well as your mind. Well, that's pretty much all of us these past few weeks, but you're not alone, whoever you are. Perhaps your heart, perhaps you have put your heart and soul into something or someone, and you feel your efforts have been cast aside or taken for granted by this person. Perhaps you are processing a great loss. Whatever the reason, this spirit has come to comfort your soul. Your pain will pass, and your suffering will be alleviated sooner and more gently than you might expect. So that's some encouragement for you.
Is that for you, Sophia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Got it?
There's multiple people, because I saw Teresa go out because she was focusing, so all of a sudden it was like whoop.
Yeah, she got a download. That's what I call it when she does that. Her head goes back, and then it's like it's over. She's deep in it.
The spirit has a message for you then directly, and it says, I bring you comfort. I bring you gentle emanations of divine love and reassurance that you are so wonderful just as you are. How much I like you, dearest child of light. How deeply I love you. I send love and acceptance to you now so that you may come to love and like yourself even more than you already do, with all of the compassion, kindness, and unconditionality I feel for you. I walk with you.
Isn't that great, Desiree?
Wow.
And if there's
yes. Oh my God, I'm crying.
If there's
I got really emotional too.
If there's anyone you need to let go of them.
Yeah.
If there's any anger against a person or something that you're just let it go.
Yeah.
Offer forgiveness to feel that unconditional love. That's what this is about.
Right.
Forgiveness and loving yourself enough to let and forgiving and letting them go, so that you can receive from spirit. Anyway, thank you. I just
Sometimes
good one, Teresa.
That's what I got. Sometimes we outgrow them. It's not our fault. It's not their fault. It's just sometimes we outgrow them.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
Absolutely true.
Let them go.
Yeah, you could go through a cycle with someone for years and then.
Oh yeah.
People, what is it that Jules says? We're the hydrogen. People come into our lives and they leave. They come in. We have a contract in some cases with them. Sometimes we don't, or we feel like we have karma to clear, and we could be madly involved with this person, and then it's over. You know, but doesn't mean you don't still love them. It just means your relationship might be different. That's all.
Yeah.
But if there's anything there that's like, let go of it. Break those chains, and then you free yourself to accept that love from because if you don't, you're blocking love from the universe and spirit. At least that's been my experience. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Okay, you know me. I'll blah, blah, blah. Okay, so who's next? I lost track because I got sidetracked.
I can't. Go ahead, Sophia. Yeah.
I think it's me.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Yep. Go right ahead. Thank you.
Okay. I got a shout out to Ruth Ann because I saw a post that says that she has ravens and crows circling around her house more than usual. Desiree knows what's going on with the raven situation. They follow me.
Yeah.
Because the runes are of Odin, All Father, of Mugen and Moonin, thought and memory. So that's a confirmation for me. Thank you, Ruth Ann. I appreciate that. So who I have is Linda Brooks.
Linda.
Okay, so some of the pronunciations with the runes, there's multiple. You have Old Norse pronunciation. So if somebody wants to be whatever, they can whatever elsewhere because I don't care. So
we don't either.
Yeah, Desiree's like, oh shit, here we go. So I'm just.
Do I need to shake my finger at you like Heather does?
Constant on Wednesday. Well, yeah. Okay. So Linda Brooks. This is Elhaz. Okay. His natural position is like this. Okay. So when Elhaz comes out like this, for me, it would feel that maybe Linda feels a little bit exposed, like she's not protected, because his keyword is protection. And with it coming out inverted, it's not bad. It's just saying, hey, Linda, it's okay. You're going through a challenge right now. Your boundaries need to move. Boundaries are meant to move. If something becomes toxic, they get different scenery. You know, and it's not only to protect and honor and respect yourself. It's to honor and respect them. Because I think she's dealing with somebody that's healing, that you kind of have to push that boundary back. If you're having to protect yourself, which this is the elk antler, which is protection. So if your protection is down, you may end up getting zinged by somebody, and it's just... they need a break in a Snickers bar, whoever it is that's coming at her. For real.
I love that.
Amazing. And I don't know about you, but when I have a sunburn, I don't want somebody poking in, and it's not them, it's not me, it's timing. So just protect yourself. Someone needs to be pushed a little further away until they're done healing for the relationship to remain healthy. That's what I got.
Okay.
It's not easy, Linda, but it's necessary.
All right. Susie Q, welcome. Susie Q, we love you. All right. Somebody said hi to Gazakov, but I don't see him in here. Or is Brenda just saying?
He's in here.
He was?
Yeah.
Darn it. Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. All right, so we need to add Susie Q and Gazakov. Susie Q, Gaza Tov, our friend Gary.
We're there chatting up that box. Wow.
Let's see. Dalibor, how many do you have left on your list?
None.
Aha. Can you pick up Gary Gazakov?
Okay. All right.
I'd appreciate it. And let's see. Lori still has 2 or 3 on her.
I have Max G, and I would really like to get Max G. We missed him last week.
You have Max G and Wendy Schwartz, right? Still on your list?
Okay.
Right? You still have Wendy on there?
I do now.
I thought I had asked you. Oops.
It's all good. I got it.
Oops. Let's see. And Desiree, how many you still have 2 left, Desiree?
I have 2.
You have 2 left. And
yes.
Sophia, you have Project Skyfalls.
I got Project Skyfalls left, and I'm ready. This is going to be interesting.
Okay, and can you add, being the psychic that you are, can you please add Susie Q to your list?
Yeah, we can do that.
She's a well-standing, well-known member of this community in every program, every chat room, moderator, and she's always there supporting folks.
Right on, Linda. I saw that chat. Keep trucking, girl. You're welcome.
Okay. Susie Q is going over to Sophia. All right, Alex, do you have anybody you want to read for at this point? Is there anybody? And you're muted. You're muted.
Michael Musgrave.
Michael Musgrave, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Musgrave. I keep saying Grove. Musgrave. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Let me see.
Lots are
Because
on my list. Okay.
Michael is life path 8, so that's the powerhouse. That's the CEO. He love to be in leader position. But something else in the personal year, Michael is in a personal year 11. The master number year, which means you need to master your life. There will be greater opportunities and greater challenge. You can avoid many of your challenges by acting on your intuition. It takes courage to be yourself and share gift with the world. If you have to desire to teach others or be a healer or artist, now is your time. Do not delay sharing your gift. You have what it takes to succeed. To access your gift, you need to listen to your inner voice above all others. Perhaps you want to take up a yoga or meditation or spend more time in nature. Use this beautiful time to know yourself better and have courage to take care of yourself. This is also a relationship-oriented year. It can be a wonderful time to meet someone who helps you feel good about yourself, romantic or otherwise. But remember, finding loving relationship begins with honoring and loving yourself first. Boundaries will be your best friends, so make sure you are making your well-being and happiness a I cannot even say that word. Sorry, priority.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
You got it. You did it.
You need to have more balance in your life and bring more of your gift to the world. So you need to be deliberate about how you invest your energy. You have so much to share, and this is a great year to do so. So that's for Michael being in a person year 11. It's going to be a very spiritual year.
Wow.
But yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Well, these are all really good reads tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Lori, you're up next.
Yes, Max G. Finally, Max, we got you. Okay. Seraph of 963 hertz. Seraph of 963 hertz. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. And then it's got that 630 or 963 hertz. Again, you can get on YouTube, look up 963 hertz, listen to it on a very low volume for about a half hour or so. And that'll help kind of get you into that zone. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry you had to wait so long. I hope that resonates with you.
Alrighty. Okay. He was actually at the top of my list, but he came in later after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, he was here. He was here when he needed to be here. So.
Thanks, Max.
Yep.
For your patience.
Yes.
Okay. So, Karen.
Yes.
It's been a while. Your turn.
I had Steve. Yes. So Steve, this is the card I got for you, actually, the Ace of Clubs. Oh, look at it. It's a nice lion, big mane, and he's holding a wand or stick, I guess. So you got the Ace of Clubs.
Go fetch, Steve.
And the lion, yeah. So what I got for this is the clubs in this deck has to do with passion and creativity, your desires and your strength. So that's what I have. And what you're going to be using this for is to build trust and the courage of a lion to follow your heart, the heart of a lion you have. And you have that, you're going to be using that to start a new project or path or doing something like that, Steve. Yeah, and it's going to be great because you have the strength and the heart to basically get whatever you want. I actually see possibility of money and a chance for a better life. That's weird, eh? And not weird, but that's what I see. Yeah. So you do have the strength, courage, and the heart to follow and to build your trust and courage to tackle that new project path, the dream, the desires that you want the most of. And at this point, yeah, you're going to be able to get whatever you want with that right strength that you have, that internal strength that you have. Follow your passions and your creativity.
Cool.
And it'll all be good.
Max G is feminine.
Yeah. I'm female.
Scary about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maxine.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
All right. Oh, excuse me. So, Sophia, are you up next? Or is it Dalibor?
I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't care.
We're going to start getting loopy here.
Just hold on to your underwear.
So I got Gary Gazaka.
Gaza.
Okay. So for Gary, I'd say that he has more insight into his situation than he realizes. He can actually see his situation pretty clearly for what it is.
Yes, he can.
And if he, the best way to proceed forward is to use the left brain, not intuition, but to use your education and your IQ to go forward towards whatever your goal is. But you actually see the situation. You have more insight into your current situation than you realize you do.
He has the perfect blend of emotions and logic.
Yeah, and he needs to use the logic right now, and it's something to do with electrical, something possibly northwest of where he's at.
Whoa, Gaza. Is that resonating with you, my friend? Could be a project he's working on.
Yeah. He just needs to use his left brain. That's all.
Cool. All right. Desiree.
Yeah. All right. So
hi there.
The next person on my list is Cajun Queen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the card that I picked for Cajun Queen is, let's see, where is it? Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. That is quite the spread there. And it's kind of ironic because only a queen would be able to have this kind of spread. So you got the diamond there. You got the fruit. So you have nourishment, abundance. And the big diamond basically represents that all these is going to, it's going to facet in many different parts of your life, this abundance. So, so some of the keywords for the Nine of Pentacles is seeking a purpose, reflections, great abundance, success, financial security. Yeah, great card. Great card.
It sounds like an awesome card.
Yeah, nice.
I want that. I always want everybody else's card. Maybe I should just drink in the whole deck, All right. Let's see. So Sophia has one Skyfalls and Susie Q left.
Yes, I do. And actually, I've got family that just showed up.
Okay.
So if I can read these last two people, not to be rude, because I totally respect them.
Well, we know what you're going through.
Yeah, we understand completely. Yes.
I'm having such a good time.
Yeah, good.
I love this. I'm not nervous anymore.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. See?
Told you.
Nothing to worry
I told you
about.
you can't be nervous with us.
I think it's the replay that has me because I'm critical of myself, but more about everybody, not about me. More northern node, less southern node. Okay, so Project Skyfalls. This is how your rune came out. Naturally, Dagos looks like this. Dagos's keyword is breakthrough. When I have Dagos come out like this, that means to me that there's impatience, there's the toe tapping, there's the when is this going to happen, what's going to happen. It's like you've done everything you can do to manifest this breakthrough. And I would say the other thing that has to do with this particular rune is it has to do with the rising of the sun and then going through the day, the rising of the moon and going through the night. So I would say this breakthrough that you're searching for, use what I like to call the blue hour. That is what happens right before the sun rises and right after the sun sets. If you're paying attention, and I don't know if it's one of my clairs, but you'll see a rainbow. You'll see the red, the orange, that's the blue hour. So Project Skyfalls, the breakthrough that you're looking for and the patience, meditate, whatever is better for you. If you're a morning person, do it in the morning. If you're an evening person, do it. But this breakthrough that you're wanting, you're going to find the communication for the situation. Here we go.
I love it.
Occupational hazard.
I love it.
Meditate, and you're going to get your answer. And you have to get quiet because the whole thing, God whispers. Okay, so do your spirit guides. That's how you hear them, or in your dreams. So be patient because I see you really toe tapping. You're like, I'm so sick of waiting. I'm so sick of waiting. I get it, girl, up in there. I think it's a girl. I'm getting female. I don't know if you're male or female, but your energy is coming through female or receptive. But be patient. You're going to be okay. You're going to get your answer. Just be patient, do your part, and keep trucking. So, and then can I do Susie Q and bow out?
Yeah, sure. You bet. Understand.
Okay. So, Susie Q, you are in the same boat as Barry Chad. We have what I call IWAS, which is the death card, which is the transformation, which is the throwing down of the old, allowing the new to come in. Great. Yeah. Forgive me. This is embarrassing. I'm not used to doing this.
Don't be. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's your process. We get it. We get it.
We get it.
Long story short, I see knocking, a lot of knocking, and the transformation is going to happen. Communicate with those that are close to you, because when transformation happens, we become awkward and uncomfortable. So you got a lot going on, girl.
Yes.
Stand back. Be patient with yourself. Push the angry people away from you as much as you can. And you're so beautiful. Oh my goodness, girl. Hang in there. Pick up the phone. Talk to people that understand. Because there's people that are curious. They can be curious, but do they care? These people here, we care. So what you're dealing with right now is awkward. It is temporary. I'll share one of my mantras with you. Right now is not forever. Right now is not forever. Right now is not forever. Keep going. And talk to people that can relate to you. So, I hope that was helpful. I adore you. I want to do one quick shout out. I want to thank all my relations and the people that have loved and supported me and got me out of my comfort zone. And I'm truly blessed to have this opportunity. I hope in the future there's other shows that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a campfire going on outside.
You're welcome anytime. We'll see you at the retreat too.
Yes.
At the end of May.
Yeah, I'm going back to school, so I think I may have class on Labor Day weekend, but I will do what I can to drive by and at least cook a s'mores and hang out for a minute.
Well, thank you so much for spending time with us this evening, given your family circumstances and the losses and the services tonight. And can't believe you made it here in the middle of all that. And we send all our love and support to you and your family in this time. And hope, and I'm sure your relative is right where they need to be.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Blessings.
Always much love.
Alrighty.
Much love.
Much love to you. Bye bye.
I'll see people. Have a nice evening.
Stay connected.
Bye, Sophia.
Bye bye.
Yes, ma'am. See ya.
Awesome.
We've added her to a group, and we'll add her to the card group too, the reading group, so she can. Join us, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're almost done. We had a couple people that filtered in at the end here. We still have a couple. Let's see, Karen, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
And then Sophia just checked out, and Desiree, you still have Ruth Ann John. Is that the one you have left, or did you already do her? You do have her. And then
that's the one I have left. Yeah.
Dalibor has Giant. He came in, and then Lori has Walking.
Wendy Schwartz.
Wendy Schwartz. I said Walking.
Schwartz.
Wendy Schwartz. And then whoever else Alex has. So Alex, do you have anybody you need to read for at this point, or should we just switch over to Desiree?
Yeah, I have a few.
Oh, you have a few. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do one.
The birthday that you give me of August 4th, of who was it again?
August 4th.
79.
That would be Doug.
Doug Stack.
Doug Stack. Grumpy Doug.
Grumpy Doug Stack.
Grumpy Doug.
It just came out. Grumpy Doug Stack.
Okay. No, because I see Dog, Grumpy Dog, and Project Sky Falls, and Wendy Schwartz are all in the personal year 9.
Oh, wow.
Together.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, personal year 9 for Project Sky Falls, Wendy Schwartz, and Dougie. You are in the final year of a 9-year cycle. A lot has been learn along the way. So take stock of all your lessons because you will be passing this wisdom to others. You might find others are drawn to you for advice or teaching this year. Trust that you have what it takes to guide them. You might be reflecting quite a bit on the past now, but this is only so you learn from it and move on. Make sure you are not holding on to the past. Let go of what no longer serves you. Finish up any loose ends and unfinished business in your life as you prepare for a new cycle. Forgive anyone who needs forgiving, and that includes yourself. You might require more alone time this year so you can connect with your intuition. There is nothing wrong with this. Value this time with yourself. There will be more excitement next year. Next year will be in our personal year one. This is a period for reflection, but it's also time for recognition of everything you have done and achieved. So make sure you are taking stock of everything good in your life, and it will come back to you manifold. You will be harvesting many rewards, so enjoy your bounty. You deserve it. So,
Nice.
yeah. This and particularly this month, all those person gonna feel it double the energy because this month is a universal 9 energy, so there's gonna be double to letting go of to have a reflection on yourself, you know,
Yeah.
what no longer serves them.
Good night, Grandpa Brian. Bye. We'll see you later. We love you. All right. Thank you, Alex. Let's see. Do you want to do another one, Alex, while you're here? How many do you have left? Because
Maybe just two Root M. I want that Steve of Mary writes Steve. I have that one too.
Okay.
Only two more.
Only two more. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let Desiree probably wants to get going too. So we'll go ahead and Ruthie and John, right? Ruthie and John. Oh, and she gave a birth date of February 22nd, 1961.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because my earbuds died, so I just
Ooh, okay.
Ruth and John. Yeah, so the card I picked was
nice.
The Four of Wands. This is a beautiful card. This is a great card. It has to do with harmony and stability, success, happiness, romance, prosperity, new beginnings, strong family, positive improvement, big surprises, loving life, adventure, acceptance, and pleasure. So that's a great card for sure.
It is a beautiful card. I pulled that for myself the other day, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. All right.
You got your roots. Planting your roots. Planting your roots.
All right, Lori, you have Wendy Schwartz.
Yes. Wendy, I pulled the magnetism of Eros for you. There we go. This is trust in what your heart yearns for without concern about how it will manifest. Take steps toward that which moves your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you be truly held. That which appears out of reach or unavailable to you is closer than you realize. Magnetism of Eros.
Nice.
Attraction, bringing it in, manifesting. Yeah. Without concerns. Hope it resonates with you, Wendy.
Yeah, nice. All right. Alex, back to you, and then back to Dalibor. And then we're done, right?
I think so.
Alex, you're on mute again, my dear.
Sorry. I have two, Root N. Root N with all the twos. A lot of twos.
Yes. 2/22/61.
Okay. Okay.
I hope I haven't forgotten anybody.
Okay. Root N is the okay. Okay, Root N is the life at 5. That's the freedom fighter. Life at 5, I know they are multi-talented people. They have a lot of talents. Is Root N is in a person year 3. So this year the theme is creativity and self-expression. This is a potential creative time, so instead of worrying about the future, create the life you desire by cultivating more joy and beauty within you. So, what do you find beautiful about yourself and your life? What feeds your spirit and makes you feel happy? Use your imagination to create the life you have always wanted instead of focusing about what you lack. Plant the seeds of love and nurture them by giving attention to what you are grateful for and what you are doing right. 3 is a social energy, so spend time with those that help you feel good and raise your vibration. Your creativity is in full force now and needs to be expressed. What activates would what activities would you love to do? Do them now, and you will meet wonderful people and really feel good about yourself. This would be a great time to keep use of your voice with singing, acting, or writing. Any form of creative expression will be beneficial. Make sure Make sure you tell people how you feel because your emotions are seeking an outlet. Before doing so, spend some time to find words that uplift and inspire rather than create more conflict. Focus on what is beautiful in yourself and others, and your world will look and feel better every day.
Yeah. Very cool. Nice.
Yes.
Dalibor, you're up.
Okay.
Last one, I think, right?
Okay, yeah,
I haven't missed anybody.
I'm doing giant, and okay, what I'm seeing here is he or she has some kind of an installment loan or a mortgage, and that's either a source of it's either a source of anxiety or it's something that's gonna get them ahead in some way, but it depends on uh, their own decisions of what they do with this property, whether or not whether or not it'll be what they want, and it's going to be again, it's going to be an either or 50-50 decision. In which case, if you're faced with that, I would say go towards like the negative, like no,
Wow.
instead of a positive. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here with all these cards. And believe me, it's not an easy read.
No,
So
but
yeah,
I have a feeling it's applicable to quite a few of us.
yeah, it's something to do with an installment loan or a mortgage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dalibor.
So it just depends on the decision, which decision they make as to how it's going to go.
Yeah, as to what they do with the property or the car or proceeds or it depends entirely on how you. But you have to be kind of selfish about it.
What is that,
Yeah.
Aruba? That's Aruba traffic.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Because I was in the
You have to.
islands. I was in the islands, and that's all I heard all night.
Yeah, you have to. He
No
has
muffler?
he has to be kind of inconsiderate, kind of selfish about it
Yeah.
to get what he wants. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because not always can you like take everybody's feelings or whatever into consideration. Sometimes you just have
You
to
have to
be
think about
selfish.
yourself.
So you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self first.
You have
Self
to.
first.
You have
And for
to.
some people that's difficult, I know a lot
I
of
Well, a
know.
people
lot of
that are
people in the Christian faith are raised
Mhm.
the opposite.
You help everybody else before you help yourself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they think and they frown on others who don't. But what
Yep.
they don't understand and what most psychologists will tell you is, how are you going to help everybody else if you're not first taking care of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
loving
Mm-hmm.
yourself, feeding yourself, taking care of yourself first.
Yep.
So sometimes you have to go inside or separate or pull back. I mean, folks will notice that for the past 2 weeks, I have been less active in the chat rooms. It's not because I don't love you all. It's not because I'm not enjoying the shows. I've just been dealing with so much that I have to focus on this other stuff, and I can't divide my mind that way. So I have to take care of me and my needs right now, and then I'll be back in the swing soon.
And keep in mind that there's always things that only you can do for yourself. Nobody else can
do it for you.
Nobody else can go take a shit for you. To use a good example.
Well said. Well said.
I'd pay them.
Good.
Anyway, thank you all
Dalibor.
so much.
Yeah.
I mean, we went for almost 2.5 hours. Oh my God.
Yeah, time to go.
Yeah, time
to go. And everybody's just, I mean, it's a wonderful way to spend a Friday evening. I really enjoy the time that I do get to spend, with you guys, because it just lifts my spirit. I mean, I came in here like kind of, and I feel so much better having been here with you all. So it really
Very
lifts me up
beneficial.
to be with you guys, and I really appreciate that. So love you all very much. For anybody who has any illness going on, any deaths in the family, any hard times, just know that you can rise above it. Be with us. There's all kinds of channels that we've got out here for this community, and we love you very much and appreciate your support. And we send you all of the healing and loving energy we possibly can. And have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll catch you next week.
Sounds
make
good.
sure you check out the Queen of Quartz Crystal Network website to see the different shows that are coming up.
Right.
Okay? We love you.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, panelists.